Ah. I had to cough right before the recording started. Yeah, I'll probably just keep this shit. Alright, best intro ever. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Magnus, and I welcome you guys back to the Let's Play Advanced Wars Randomized War Room Challenge. Randomized Challenge? I think that's what it's called. So, yeah, it's time to play Terra Maw, and you may wonder, Mangs, why do you have a B rank in Terra Maw? You know what, I'll tell you all the fuck about it. I fucked up. I really fucked up. Before we do that, however, let's go to the random ping picker and decide on a CO. We only have Olek and half, actually. Olek and half, really. Olaf and Hawk remaining. So, let's decide on one, and it's going to be Olaf. Alright, that's one of my favorite COs, so I'm happy with that. So, yeah, that means we'll be playing as Hawk in the next mission, and then after that we will reset the pool of COs and we'll start randomizing again. So, why do I have a B rank on Terra Maw? Allow me to explain to you guys. So I did record Terra Maw, and I did beat it, with a B rank. But then I realized that Camtasia was set to not record sound. So I just had a 1 hour footage of nothing. Just in-game footage. I almost speculated in just adding post-production commentary, but then I was like, you know what? I was kind of unhappy with how I played Terra Maw because I did a lot of mistakes. So I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try to get a higher rank this time. Now, I think I defeated it in something ridiculous, like 45 days or something. It's a ridiculously long map. I think I can do it shorter than that if I play properly. I attempted at HQCs and around turn 30, and I almost did it, but I fucked up on one thing. So I was not able to cap Sonya's HQ. So we'll be trying again. Now I did actually go back and I bait Bounty River as well as Die Range again. Got B rank this time around. I think I got an A rank on my first playthrough. I don't know how I managed to do it more poorly this time. Just so I have a rank, you know. So currently we got so far not doing so well on the S rank train, but we'll be trying to increase our rank with Terra Maw. So we'll be playing as Olaf, and Olaf's a cool CO. I like Olaf a lot. Olaf is ridiculously good on large map. Both Olaf and Hawk would be amazing on this map, because any map that deals global damage, or any power that deals global damage is really good on big maps. So, talk a little bit about Olaf. He was my original favorite CO before I found Adder. He's really good. He makes it snow. When it snows, every other CO in the game gets their movement halved, basically. Olaf doesn't give a shit, but if it starts to rain, he gets affected as if it is snow. But since War Room is always on clear weather, the only time you'll ever encounter rain is if you face Drake. See, Drake can make it rain with a superpower, so you won't ever encounter rain whenever you play War Room. And his Winter Fury is just that, the same as his normal power, just calls it a snow, but it also deals 2 hit points of damage globally through the entire map. This is insane on big maps. On Terra Maw, it's going to be ridiculous. We're of course playing against Sonya. Sonya, of course, is not good in War Room because no War Room map is Fog of War. But even without Fog of War, Sonya is still a respectable CO. Olaf's tier 1, by the way. He's tier 2 on big maps, so he's tier 2 on this map. Sonya's, of course, she gets more vision in Fog of War, and but since there's no Fog of War, she still has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. She hides her hit points intel from you, so her units will only be listed as question mark. And she also does 50% more damage on counterattacks, so you want to be really careful when attacking Sonya. You don't really want to be taking standard engagements against her. If you attack her with infantry against infantry, for example, she will actually, she will push your infantry lower than you actually push her down, unless hers on a road or something. When she uses her little power, this is not useful at all in War Room, because it only increases her vision range and allows her to see units hidden in forest and reefs, which of course no biggie. It doesn't allow her to see submerged subs, even without Fog of War. Some people think so, but that's not the case. But Counter Break is a ridiculously strong power. I thought for a long time that this just increased her defense, but no, it is not the case. Counter Break allows Sonya to get a first strike every time you attack her. So if you attack her with, for say, an anti-air against a bomber, her bomber actually gets to attack first and bomb your anti-air to shit before your anti-air can even do shit. So whenever she uses Counter Break, you effectively can't attack her in direct combat unless you know you're gonna win. It's a really, really scary power, and you gotta keep it in mind. So yeah, she also has bad luck. I made a video about this actually. Some people don't think Sonya has bad luck, but she does. They just ran out of space in the description window. So she has about a 0 to 15% reduction in firepower. Kind of similar to Flak, except that Flak also has the ability to deal more damage. She's just like Flak and Nell, except that she doesn't have the good luck components, so she just has bad luck. So sometimes you'll just see Sonya's units dealing slightly less damage. So that's how Sonia works. So this map, Terra Maw, is a very interesting map, actually. I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. So, of course, you'll be facing a ridiculously large army from Sonia. She has landers, and she also starts with this base, which means that she will capture this part of the island. Now, your job is just to rush to this part of the island and try to get as many buildings as you can possibly get. You want to build a lot of APCs, and you want to build a lot of infantry. And you want to rush for the properties and capture as many of them as you can. You're not going to be able to overwhelm Sonia with numbers. You might if you play for a very long time, but she's going to overwhelm you. Now, you will be able to capture these properties right here in this harbor, but you won't get past this point. You might get these two if you're really fast. But she's going to quickly assert her dominance over the northern island, and she's just going to start firing units like crazy over there. So you just got to be really careful. Now, what you have to do really early on is you have to get an anti-air. And this is really important, because if you don't get that anti-air, she's going to attempt to cap your HQ really quickly. Your HQ will be under constant threats during this entire map. She's already firing landers to your island, as you can see right here. What does she have here? She has a tank. So we have to get a tank of our own to deal with her tank. So she's immediately putting pressure on you, which is really weird for an AI, because the AI really plays extremely defensively. But on this map, for whatever reason, Sonia is aggressive as fuck. Now, I don't think there's any difference in the different AIs, depending on the COs. I have never seen any proof of this, but I might be wrong. There are still things about this game that I do not know after like 10 years. But the problem comes, like, she will attempt to transport units over to your HQ, and that's really nasty. But the issue becomes a lot worse when she starts deploying battleships. Because what she will do is she will put a battleship around here, and she will attempt to zone your units away from your HQ. At that point, if you do not have a sub, you're going to be in big trouble. Because her battleship will just constantly barrage your own units, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Like, at all. Also, I should have grabbed this base. That's actually a big mistake. I can grab it now, though. Yeah, that was actually a big mistake on my part. No, I wouldn't be able to grab it next turn anyway, so it's fine. So, you actually need a lot of anti-air, because Sonia will attack you with bombers really early on. And if you don't, like, the big mistake that I did was that I did not build enough anti-air. And as a result, I just got completely shreked by her bombers. Now, if you can get subs out early, you can start shooting down her landers, and you have to do this. If you can get like a big, not a big, but like a small group of 2 to 3 subs, you can start to take down her landers one by one, and you'll cripple her ability to transport units to your shore. And you have to do this. If you don't do this, you're gonna be in trouble. Anyway. I think what I'm gonna do right here is I definitely have to get this base. And then I would love to transport some of these units over here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Yeah, resupply your own APCs. It's actually kind of important sometimes. And I'm gonna attempt to take these contested cities right here. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna save some money up. I'm only going to build like 1 infantry, because what you need to do now is you need to build neo-tanks. This map is actually one of the few maps where I would advise building neo-tanks, because it's so big. And you need that extra +1 movement of the neo-tank to reach her rockets. Medium tanks just won't cut it here, because they're too slow, and they run out of fuel too quickly. Whereas neo-tanks have, that 1 extra movement that they have ends up mattering quite a lot, more than you might think. But yeah, she's already moving, as you can see. She's moving a fucking medium tank over to us, and we need a neo tank to deal with that guy. Because if we attack it with a medium tank of our own, her 50% extra firepower that she gets on retaliation strikes is going to end up fucking you over. So we're getting 12,000. That should be enough for a neo tank on the next turn. Do we have any repairs to do? No, we do not. So we'll have 26,000, which means that we can safely build an infantry right here. And we want to slow down with the infantry a little bit. So last time I attempted to capture her HQ on around turn 30. It didn't go well. She built a neo tank and interrupted my cap. If I had a neo tank of my own on the island, I could have attacked her neo tank and that might have ended up with me securing the win. If I had timed it with the Blizzard as well, I might have been able to do better. Olaf is actually pretty good at HQ capping, because what he can do is he can save up his power, and then he can use it the moment he captures the HQ to prevent other units from moving and interrupting. Now, we have a medium tank right here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use the APC. Now, I'm actually going to use this infantry as a shield. She can still attack the APC, but I think she'll prefer to attack the infantry. I actually think she will prefer to do that. And these APCs, I have to keep them alive. One of them I will actually be sending back to the HQ at some point. And the reason why I'm going to be doing that is because I'm going to be building subs. And if you don't have a APC around here when you do battle with subs, you'll have to go all the way back here to refuel your subs. And that's not going to work, because subs go out of fuel really quickly, especially when they're submerged. So you really, really need to have a supply line for your subs. I'm actually not sure which unit Sonya is going to go for. If she's gonna go for my APC or my infantry. I guess we'll find out. So one of the AI's big mistakes is that it builds a lot of landers on naval maps, way more than it needs. So yeah, she's already sending a bomber my way. Yeah, there goes my infantry. So this is actually kind of nasty for me, because I have to put my anti-air in range of the bomber. This is I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to deal with this. I have enough money for a rocket. I might actually... I think I'm just gonna pull back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pull back. I'm gonna position my anti-air outside the range of this thing. This is probably a... Yeah, this is a safe space for the anti-air. Gotta have them safe spaces, right? This infantry will probably die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this infantry will definitely die. So let's put the Neo tank right here. And let's... should we build a missile? No, I think we're gonna build a rocket. We need some zoning tools if we're gonna deal with this. And I think I can still probably use this APC to transport some more infantry over. There we go. So as you can see, Sonya becomes aggressive really early, and it's really tricky to deal with, actually. So you constantly have to keep an eye on what Sonya is doing. Yeah, so here comes the battleship. Her income is insane, by the way. She has 30,000. She could build a battleship every turn if she wanted to. And this battleship is going to make it very, very tough for me to do anything. Because she's going to start zoning my anti-air away, and then she's going to transport infantry to my HQ. So now is the time where I need to save up for a sub, even though I really don't have money for one. Because that battleship needs to die. Luckily, though, she did do a big mistake of placing her bomber right here. I can't really build anything from this harbor this turn anyway, so it's probably safe for me to do this. And then I'm going to kill this recon. Now, I'm pretty sure that I can prompt Sonya into interrupting this cap rather than going for the Neo tank. Usually that is the case, so I am just gonna do this. Infantry are always useful shields to have. Sadly, I can't really move my rocket anywhere useful. So this... I'm actually going to forego the capture here, because I want to shield that rocket against the bomber. And I think I'm going to build another anti-air. Now, how much money income do I have? 15,000. So I should be able to afford a sub next turn. Just got to constantly watch this battleship. I might give her some infantry to shoot at, just to, you know, just to keep her battleship occupied. They only cost 1,000. Should be fairly simple. Yeah, and the AI just loves interrupting caps. You can always count on them interrupting a cap if you know, that's the AI behavior is coded to always attack capturing infantry, which is the correct thing to do in most situations, but you can exploit it if you want to, which I just did. Yeah, so here comes the battleship. So we have enough money for a sub. That's good. Now I need to attack this medium tank. And I'm going to attack it from the city, because I want as much defense as possible. Now I can Blizzard, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save up for my Winter Fury. Because Winter Fury is insanely good. Now she has an artillery here. I don't think that's going to do much. Now I'm almost tempted to attack this tank. No, it's not going to be. It's probably not going to be worth it. Bop, 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 bop. Now I can attempt to try and interrupt these caps right here. I might do that. But no, I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to box this tank in so it can't escape. So I'm probably going to... Yeah, I'm going to shield this rocket. I don't want her to attack this rocket. That would be really bad. But it's time to build a sub. And with that, I need to get an APC down here ASAP. Alright, so here's exactly what I said would happen. So you can see right here, this battleship is being an absolute dick. So I'm just going to play some hide and seek with it, with my anti-air. But again, keep a constant eye on what Sonya's doing. Here comes the counter break. It's not going to be a very consequential counter break. No combat is really going to take place. But the AI is coded to always use its superpower whenever it's available. Which is a big mistake in this situation, because counter break will do nothing for her here. I don't think I'm even going to attack any of her units. Except for maybe the medium tank. But I'm probably going to kill that with a rocket, so... It's not going to be of any consequence. Now, she just built a sub. That is a problem. I want to kill that battlecopter. I really want to kill that battlecopter with my anti-air, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna start sending this. I'm gonna start sending this APC down. I don't want to build a new one. I'm actually gonna send both my APCs down. And yeah, this is what you want to do against Sonya when she counter breaks. You just gotta rely on indirects. It's the only way. And you actually sort of want to repair your units here on this map. It's one of the few maps where you actually want to repair, because you don't have the capacity to build whatever you like. Alright, so what do I want right now? I would actually like to save up for a cruiser or something. I need to check what she's building right now. A lander with nothing. A lander with nothing. It doesn't appear like she's attempting an HQCs right now. So I think we're good for the time being. I think I'm just gonna save up for some naval units. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know why I loaded up that APC. That was kind of stupid. Yeah, here's another bomber. I would really like to repair this Neo-Tank a little bit, but I don't think I have the capacity to do that right now, so... This anti-air really needs to be on full health, if it's to go up against bombers. I can't really push in right now as much as I want to. I have to play this carefully for the time being until I can win the... I have to be able to win the naval warfare. This is actually one of the few maps where naval units play a big part, because you need naval units. Since you don't have access to an early airport, you cannot do anything about her ships until you get ships of your own, which is a very unique position to be in. And yeah, look at that. Sonya's already attempting to cap. I don't know why the AI does this sometimes. This is a really weird behavior with the AI. Just look at this shit. It moves its battlecopter next to my anti-air. This is probably because it knows it cannot attack the anti-air cost effectively, but for whatever reason, it still feels like moving its units next to it, because it's the only unit available. It's a really weird thing. It makes no sense, and it just results in this happening. I still don't know why it happens, but it does. Now, this is amazing. I can do a lot of damage to this battleship. Now, with Sonya, you gotta have a little bit of a memory game going on. You have to remember that this battleship has 5 hit points. It's very easy to forget in the heat of battle, trust me. Now, the question is... No, I can't attack this. This bomber is zoning me, sadly. I'm gonna have to move away. Now, I can, if I want to, I can lure in... Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lure in this bomber with this infantry, because of the AI can't resist. Okay, I'm gonna move this guy down instead, and I'm gonna use this APC to ferry more infantry to the front lines. The APC can very seldom resist a bomber. Very rarely. I'm gonna build a cruiser. Or it cannot resist an infantry. That's what I was going with on. It cannot resist an infantry, and it will usually attack the infantry if it can. Even though there's an anti-air within the range of infantry, the AI doesn't think that far ahead. As you can see, in Dual Strike, I don't think it would have done that. It's kind of funny. In Dual Strike, I don't think the AI I think that the AI would actually not attack there. Because the Dual Strike AI is far more advanced. Now, the cruiser is coming for my sub, but the sub will kill the battleship before it's going to get revealed, so it's not really going to be of big consequence to me at all. So I'm just going to hide out in this reef, and I'm going to blast this battleship. Now there's no more battleships to do anything. And this is why you need the anti-air. And I'm going to build another sub. You got to have a lot of subs on this map. Now, it would be sweet if I could get my Winter Fury up. I don't think I'm necessarily going to be able to do that. I can try, though. I have like half a star remaining. I think I'm going to have to do this now. Yep, there we go. So Winter Fury is ridiculously good on this map. I think it does about 50k worth of damage. You're going to see when Sonya repairs on next turn how much money she'll lose. Now, of course, you can't see its effects directly because she hides her hit points intel, which is a little bit annoying. But you know that you just weakened her army severely. Not only that, but she's not going to be able to do shit, so you can push out. I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do this. Feel free to push out like a madman when the Blizzard is active, because it will absolutely cripple your opponent's movements. They can't do shit about your infantry. Be a little bit careful about roads and shit, though, because they can still move freely on roads. Alright, this was a good turn. Will she use her superpower? Yes, she will. That's really good for me, because that means... Actually, come to think of it, Sonya's superpower is mostly effective on your enemy's turn, so... It's a pretty good time for her to use it. But look at her income. I just tapped like 10,000 cash right out of her coffers. And that's just repair money. That's just the units on properties. So that Winter Fury did a lot of damage. And what's great about playing on big maps with Olaf is that you get your superpower a lot more, because there's a lot of units dying. And what's going to end up happening is there's going to come a point in the heat of battle where you can use your Winter Fury almost every other turn. And it's just going to cripple your opponent more and more and more every time you use it, until you can eventually just push out and destroy them, because all of their units are like at 4 hit points, and they just can't stand up against you when all of their units are damaged like that. Which is really cool. Alright, ripping pepperonis. So now we want to make sure we want to move our sub into a position where it won't get caught. I think it's probably safe to do this. I really don't want my sub to get attacked, so I'm going to move it back. And this APC is coming to resupply the sub. I think I'm actually just going to build another sub, to be quite honest. The more subs you have on this map, the better. Alright, let's crush this tank. That tank was... I think it should be really low right now. Now, I gotta be really careful because, of course, first strike and shit. I don't want this bomber to fuck me over. So I'm just gonna do some capping, mostly to distract her. So there we go. I'm just gonna shield my units with infantry, as I always do. I gotta be a little bit careful, because I don't have like a fresh source of infantry coming in every single turn. So I gotta be a little bit careful. It's not like I have endless infantry. And I do need my infantry to camp, so I can't just troll them away like I would in a player versus player battle. I think I'm still gonna move... I don't want to lose this APC, though. I think I'm gonna move my APC back. I don't think she's going to attack my Neo-Tank with her bomber. I really don't think she's going to do that. Nope. She loves them caps. She might go for the Neo-Tank with her Battlecopter, though. Maybe. No, she's going for the infantry. Alright, so I know where her sub are right now. I gotta be careful though. Ooh, I can actually kill the transport copter with my cruiser if I want to, but the rocket is zoning me, sadly. So I know that I think her sub is here, isn't it? I might be able to reveal it with my APC. Yeah, look at that. That's great. I can't reach the battlecopter, and I gotta be careful because battlecopters can actually trade pretty effectively against cruisers, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, nice. I got good luck. So, yeah, we gotta be very careful here. Now, if she goes for my cruiser, I mean, she might attack my... Oh, fuck, I just realized. Oh, it's a battleship. Fuck. That's really bad. My cruiser is probably gone for right now. Cool, we got a rocket shot off against that guy. That's really sweet. There's a rocket right here zoning this medium tank, so I can't really get close to it. I'm actually going to send my infantry back to get prepared. That's something I usually never do. But it's something I'm going to have to do right now, because I need to conserve my infantry, since I can't just build an endless stream of them. There's no way for me to move this Neotank out of the bomber's range, so I'm just going to move it onto a city to prevent the damage it will take. But I'm pretty sure her bomber's going to go for my infantry anyway, so it's probably not going to be a big consequence to me at all. But just to be safe, I'm going to do it that way. My rocket is currently safe, but I still think I'm going to do this. Alright, so I got 16,000. What should I build? I feel like I should get myself a rocket, put on the HQ. That way I can zone her ships a little bit better, like cruisers. Because I don't have the money for a battleship right now, even though I would love one. Just the way this entire map is structured makes it insane. Like, battleships are actually really strong on Terra Maw. There goes my battlecopter, sadly. I mean, there goes her battlecopter against my cruiser, and my cruiser is gone. Luckily, I have a sub that should be in range with that battleship. So I should be good. Alright, sweet supplies. We're in day 17, doing well so far. It's time to fuck over this battleship. That's gonna cost so much money in repairs. It's gonna be fantastic. I don't want to lose my... really don't want to lose my APC. It's a brand new APC even. So we want to stay far away from that cruiser's range. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There we go. We don't want to move our rocket into the range of her battlecopter either. That would be really bad. Alright, bye-bye goes the medium tank. Fuck, we don't got an anti-air in range of her bomber. That really sucks. That really fucking sucks. But she left her rocket exposed. And that's really good. So, it's definitely worth it. Whenever you get the chance to attack a rocket with a tank, it doesn't matter if you lose the tank or not. Just take it. It does not matter. It's always going to be cost-effective. I need some more ground forces. I definitely need I need a medium tank. Even though they're slow and cumbersome on this map, I really need them right now. Alright, let's try to do some distract camping. We have to go back and get some more infantry. Yeah, we just got a suicide squad a little bit here. As long as we can pull our weakened infantry back for repairs, we should be good. We got a medium tank coming up now, so that's good. The battleship will... Oh, I should have attacked from this angle. That was stupid. Now I'm going to lose my anti-air. I cannot lose my anti-air. And here comes the counter break. Although that battleship won't actually do that much damage. Because it took a lot of damage. I think it's... No, it's probably on 7 hit points now or something. Because I knocked it down to 5. Got prepared up to 7. So it's still going to do a lot of damage to my anti-air, sadly. Yeah, good luck with that, Sonya. Yeah, I knocked it down to 3 hit points. The battlecopter could probably finish it off. Da, 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 da. No, she's not gonna attack my anti-air. That means I can go and repair it. Sweet. Ba 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 ba. She actually loaded her. She actually loaded her transport copter into the cruiser. I think that's the first time I've seen an AI do that. That's interesting.